All right, the highlights from Wednesday, December 4th at GreatStockPicks.com from our live trading chat room. One of our all-stars, Zozo, called ONVO literally right here at 9:25. And you can see what happened within, these are 5-minute candles, so within about 5 or 6 minutes, it's up at 960. If you're a day trader, you know how important that is. Very perfect timing and instant profits. Show you some other things that were called today. I called John Deere, DE, just getting ahead of itself here. And if you look at the daily, this had just come too far to break all these recent highs. Now, you know, someone in the chat room, when I said I was looking to short Deere, someone in the chat room said, and keep in mind, at the time, this was a solid green candle. It was all the way up here near the highs of the day. Someone said, well, it looks like a breakout on the daily. And that's true. It's breaking above, what, 4 or 5 months worth of trading. However, look how far it had to come on an intraday basis just to get there. Those rarely hold up. As a matter of fact, if you look all the way back, going back to last April, you will not see a candle bigger than that, right? So you can tell that it was an anomaly and probably needed to come in a little bit. So anyway, back to where I called it short right below this candle. I believe 86.45 with a high of day stop. It did put in a lower high here, which I alerted everyone, hey, we're getting a lower high. If this holds, if it doesn't take out the highs, in other words, could be a good place to add. But the call was a short at 86.45. And it went down almost $2. It went down to 84.55 without ever stopping out. Put the arrows back on there. That didn't work at all. Let's try that one more time. So on this one, there was the short, and there was the stop. Okay, the next one, KLAC, did a little bottom feeding here. Called this one at 60.64, which was basically right about, probably right there on that green candle. And the stop was at 60.50, so 14 cents risk. The stop was right there. And from 60.64, this went to 65. Sorry, that's not right. Went to 62.05. So $1.41 move in our favor. And the beauty of that call was it was only 14 cents risk. EMN. I'm actually really proud of this call. Now, on an intraday basis, there's really nothing special here, right? You know, I wouldn't normally be looking for a long right here, okay, as it pushes through the low of the day. This doesn't have that shape and capitulation look. I mean, you did have decent volume, but it doesn't have that shape and capitulation look that I normally look for. Let me switch this to an arrow. But I called it long over this little tiny green candle and a stop right below it. So literally, the idea was 74.20. And the stop was only 8 cents below. And look what happened. That was the low of the day. And from 74.20 on 8 cents risk, it went to 74.85. So a 65 cent move in our favor on 8 cents risk. Now, the reason I called it down there, I'm going to switch to the daily here. Okay, it had already been down 2 days, and today was the third day down. Let me pan out a little bit here. And, you know, when I saw that thing hitting the 200 day is what alerted me to it. You'll notice the 74 area was resistance back here, here, became support here, right? So 74 is already significant for EMN. Then you've got 3 days down in a row, and on an intraday basis, it was hitting the 200 day. So you've got the 74 area support again and the 200 day. Great place to look for a bounce, and it couldn't have given us a much more narrow range as far as trigger and stop. So from 74.20 went to 74.85. 65 cents on 8 cents risk. BHI, another bottom feeder. I literally called this 1 minute from the low of the day. I didn't get everything I could have out of it, but this was in a big sell-off, and I'll show you where I called it. And it never did stop out. Let's pan out a little bit here. I called this is the low of the, let me try that again with an arrow. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Called it over this candle, so right there, and a worst case stop below this candle, which was right there. It took a while to get going, but from the call at 54.04, it went to 54.76 at the end of the day without ever stopping out. R. Brown, one of our all-stars, called Hasbro at 51.10 right there. So another bottom feeding play, and the stop was a dime below at 51. And look at that, he picked the bottom of the day basically, and ended up going to 52.11. So it went up over $1 and a penny on a dime risk. So some really good low risk plays in chat today. I don't think did I mention OXBT? If I did, I'm going to sound like a fool talking about it twice, but I don't think I did. OXBT, one of our members alerted, typed the symbol in the room like, hey, what about OXBT over the high of the day? You had yesterday's high just to the left. As you can see, this one can make big moves, so we kind of have this one. I mean, look at this move here. Really nice move here. So we kind of have this one on our radar the last few days because of the action in the stock. And when Ramesh pointed it out, I looked at it and I just decided to call it long at 623 with a stop only a dime below. And it triggered right there at 623 and went all the way to 693. A 70-cent move on a $6 stock is really nice, and it was only on a dime risk. So another example of teamwork in chat, and a great reminder by Ramesh, which made me look at it, and a whole bunch of us made some money on that one too. So anyway, there's the highlights from the day. We will talk to you tomorrow.